Hey guys, how's it going? My name's always, and welcome back to Feed the Beast Infinity Evolved Expert Mode Skyblock. In the last episode, we were, well, making this big contraption, which the sole point of is to automate the production of, mana steel, mana, and terra steel. The mana for the mana steel and the terra steel. Unfortunately, right now it is in the kind of preparation state. Basically, it needs to charge up all the mana pools. This one is getting close. I probably could use the extreme chili rather than the soy milk, but we have no other use for the soy milk. So while this takes longer to kind of get up to that point, in the end, it's not going to be a problem. So we have this all going for us. And I don't have this completely set up. I still need to get one more piece of terra steel. Actually, just one piece of terra steel, and make sure everything works right. And set up all the patterns and that kind of stuff. But between episodes, I did go ahead and over here just hooked up the steel production, which I do need to kind of tell the system how to do. So let's go ahead and grab, it's not steel, it's refined iron, question mark? Is that actually what we're going to be making? It is indeed. Okay, so, processing pattern, refined iron is made from iron. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. That's all we have to do. We'll just come over here, put this in the interface, and everything should work, assuming I have both of these guys on. And we should be able to say, hey, make some more refined iron. Not red, refined. So make like 10 of that. And we should see over here, 10 iron gets placed in this. And honestly, it has enough stuff to kind of deal with everything. So, the only question is, once we need more charcoal, the tree farm will have to keep up, but hopefully there's enough backstock. Something I can do to kind of fix that is put everything into the barrel first and then place it into the furnace, which is not that bad of a thing. We can actually get rid of this guy as well. So do I want to do that? We could pretty easily handle that. Let's see. Do I want to do that or not? You know what, let's just replace this one with a barrel here. Actually, you know what? No, let's put that there. And what we can do is, instead of having this, we can set this to be a side input. And we need an actual item duct, which we do have a few more impulse item ducts. And we'll need a servo instead of a filter. Get rid of all this stuff, it's fine. And then all we need to do is place this here, break that connection, and put a servo. So that'll keep this guy full, and all of the trees will go here instead of anywhere else. So that should be everything. Is that... Oh, because it's oak wood. So once the oak wood's gone, it will work. So that should be that. And with steel production, we can go ahead and start making mana steel production. So if we look up steel, I keep forgetting it's called refined iron. We can do a 1-to-1 here. We'll put the pattern where it belongs. And this one should also work. Let's just go right here. and check mana steal. We have 14. Let's get 6 more. Why not? And we should see it works. So we have 14, but it's not going anywhere. So, right, we need to pipe that into this. So let's move this guy one over, put the filter back in. We can put that in as well, and then we just need, again, an item duct and a servo. So there's the item duct and the servo. I forgot about that part. Simple little mistakes, but easy enough to fix. Just do that, because this doesn't have a, nope, it does not have any anything to kind of like tell it to put stuff elsewhere, but that should work. And just for good checking, make sure everything works, we can just say do 10, picks it all up, and it's pretty much instantaneous. We have 30. Cool. Perfect. Now we can also teach it, and actually we need to teach it Ender Pearls and Ender Diamonds as well. So I just want to make sure, if we look at mana, there's also mana quartz. I don't know if that's actually used for anything in this. I guess if we need to make the runes of mana and frost focus, which, don't really care. But let's see, mana diamonds are normal diamonds and mana pearls are just ender pearls. So we'll make those as well. So simple enough, ender pearl equals mana pearl, and diamond equals a mana diamond. So we'll have to make one of these, unless we have some in here, which we don't. It gets picked up immediately. So that is pretty much that on the automation for mana diamonds, mana steel, and mana pearls. And then once we have everything, we'll be able to do the same thing for the terra steel. So with that taken care of, what are we going to do today? Well, the next thing we need to automate, and this is something we've been working on a little bit over time. We have, for example, automatic skeleton skulls, which we have plenty of now, and I'll probably put a filter into a trash can for the bows and swords and armor and all that kind of stuff. But we'll deal with that stuff later. So we need to start automating the wither. Now, killing the wither is going to be easy enough. That part is, well, simple. And so we already even have a room to do it in. This will actually work just fine. It is completely invulnerable, so we don't have to worry about it. We're just gonna make a machine to actually like kill the wither and collect the drops. So that's the only thing we have left with that, which is not a problem. So we need to make the mob grinder. That is kind of the key. And we also need to, this is going to be something that we're going to work towards. We're not quite there yet. I haven't decided how to do it yet. But we also want to automate making the wither. So actually placing the blocks to put the wither down and teleport him into this room, which is doable with Draconic Evolution. It's actually quite simple, although it's going to be a pain because we need this Draconium-infused obsidian, which requires blaze powder, draconium dust. That stuff's not too bad, but this reinforced obsidian, reinforced metal is easy enough. Crushed obsidian, easy enough. But we also need reinforced stone, which is an absolute pain. So yeah, we'll get to that soon enough. Now let's go ahead and make a couple more patterns. First thing I want to make is pretty easy. I want to make Draconic Cores. And we're going to teach the system how to make those. So that is one of the things that we really need to have in the system. So let's just place this right here. And let's go ahead and make a couple. Let's go ahead and make like 10. Now that used a lot of our Draconium. So let's go ahead and get some more. We are going to need quite a bit of Draconium. So put that in there with the coal, and that'll process. So with the cores, what do we need to do next? Well, we can make the next tier, which is the Wyvern Cores. So what are we missing for this? Well, we're missing some Vibrant Alloy, which we can craft. Let's go ahead and make some of that. It'll take a little bit, but it will get there. And we need Nether Stars. So let's get Soul Sand. 2, 3, 4. And we're going to kill a Wither. So we're going to have to do some of this kind of on our own, but we'll work towards the automation. We'll get there. It'll just take a little bit. So with that, Wither's going to summon. We'll grab our crossbow. I guess need to load it up. Forgot about that. So get him right here. And simple enough. So there's our Nether Star that we're going to need to teach the system how to make this this pattern. And there we go. Can put the rest of the stuff in here. And we are going to need to kind of actually, couldn't we just do that? Yes, we could. Okay, so we're going to fix this system real quick. In fact, before we do, we are going to need more item ducts. So let's grab like 30 of those. Yeah, we can do that. And we just need to break this. That will grab cobblestone, whatever, doesn't matter. And we can quite easily, hopefully, believe we could just connect those up to each other, and that'll work. Oh man, I need exactly one more. Okay, so we're gonna need a servo anyway, so it's not a big deal, but that's a bummer. So servos are so useful. Item ducts, do we have some? Yes, we do. We just need one. And all we need to do is just attach a servo here. And those guys are going to attack me when they can see me, which is a pain, but whatever. And there we go. So this chest should start clearing out. Bows, armor, and all that kind of stuff should not go into the system. But Wither Skeleton Skulls should. And we should be collecting quite a bit of these. Just want to make sure. We're going to get the gold armor. Nope. Okay, cool. Iron stuff we might get, but other than that, who cares? If I notice that we're getting too much stuff in our inventory, so like swords, we might get a few of these. That's not a problem. And bows, we have 8. So yeah, nothing too major there. So that should eventually clear out this chest. And like I said, it'll delete everything that's not going to go into the system. So we'll be fine. And we'll be able to get all the Wither Skulls so that once we need to make the automated Wither, we don't really have to worry about collecting that stuff. So there is the Wyvern Core. And a little bit of lag spike there. So just put that in the system. And that is going to be enough. So the Wyvern Core also is used to make other things. Let's go find Awakened Cores. We're not quite ready for that because we don't have Awakened Draconium. That's something else we'll have to automate later. This is a series where we're going to be automating everything because you kind of have to. And we're just going to, we're going to automate the things to get us to our goal. Silly things we're not going to worry about, but like we could automate this guy, but I don't really care. We'll need more blood later. Maybe then we'll automate it, but I'm more concerned with the tech stuff first. We'll get to the magic stuff later. So, and any silly things, sorry, but there's so much work to do that we have to kind of focus on, well, the energy cell. That is the first thing we're focusing on, and these guys require a lot of cores, so we're gonna have to get them, and that's what we've been working on for the last couple episodes. So, Nether Stars, let's go back to that. We need to make the mob grinder. That's the first thing we're gonna do. And actually, let's grab one piece of draconium. There's something kind of small and insignificant that I want to make, but it is useful. I don't believe I have it, so might as well. So we need a piece of draconium dust, just a single piece, and we're gonna make the draconic tablet. Where is it? There it is. And this thing is kind of amazing. Basically, it is everything you need to know about draconic evolution, including things like draconic portals, which is what we're going to use to move the guy around, the wither. But we'll get to that probably another time. I figured let's just go ahead and make that for now, and I'm going to put it back into the system, so we can get rid of that. So the next thing we're going to work on is the mob grinder. So if we just click this, we have a pellet of RTG fuel. Step 1. Draconium blocks, we need a wyvern core for that. So let's craft one. We can automatically do this. We already have all this stuff, but that is really cool. And let's go ahead and get this draconium block, and then we need mana dust. Now I don't know how much of this we're going to need, so let's just get some mana infused. Let's go ahead and make a block of it. And if we want primal mana, what is this all used for? We're actually going to need a little bit more of it. Ooh, we're going to need a lot of withers to die. Okay, that's fine. We'll get there. So we need how much? How much for this pure mana? 3240. Okay, so we're gonna need more draconium. Let's go ahead and turn that on and empty this guy up. Wrong way. I guess let's break this guy and this guy and replace them. So that'll put the primal mana in there. We need to put this in here, and we'll put the hardened portable tank here, so when we need to, we can pull out the excess. So first thing we need to do is we need to get a bucket. So every bucket of XP plus, what are we looking at? For the primal mana, it is a bucket of XP with, is that 2 ingots? 2 ingots of draconium. So we're gonna need quite a bit of draconium. Let's go ahead and take like 10. We'll do 5 buckets worth, I guess. Not a big deal. So 10. Let's do 8 actually. And we just put 1. Here is 2. 3. And I don't want this to get too full, but this will make a bunch of primal mana, hopefully. So we need 3240 is the number, correct? Yes, 3,240. And so this was going to make the primal mana. It's a pretty simple recipe. One of these days we'll probably make this smeltery a little bit larger. We'll see. So we still have Draconium in there. Let's grab some XP. And we're going to need a lot more. So there goes 6 more. So that's 3 more buckets. So 1, 2, and 3. So hopefully this is enough. If not, we'll have to go get more. But yeah, it's a lot of stuff just to get a little bit of this primal mana. Now, how are we doing on dust? We have a lot of mithril ore, which is nice. We don't have that much draconium. We'll get there. So how about mana? How are we doing for mana over here? That guy is pretty much full, and these guys are starting to fill up. Perfect. Let's see. What else are we going to need? We're going to need a lot of... Oh, wow. That's really close. Let's get, like, 2 more sets. Is that going to be enough? So, let's see. 3168. So if we want 3168, we only need like a little bit more. So yeah, 1 more set. We don't want to use too much draconium because it is rare enough. That is annoying to get. So we'll let that kind of finish up, and let's take a look at everything else. So the mob grinder, we have that much. We're about to get the mana dust. Now we need to make the sword of the wyvern. Now this requires, so we have the emerald ore. That is nice. We're going to need 3 wyvern cores. So that's 3 more nether stars. So let's grab a bunch of soul sand. Let's go ahead and craft like 100 of that. Where is that being processed? I'm just making that on demand, aren't I? Yes. That's okay. Crafting cards and all that kind of stuff is kind of the way to do things. So we need 3 more. So let's just start with that. And killing withers. It's gonna be our life for a little bit. So 1, 2, 3. We can just kind of walk away for a moment. We should have enough primal mana. We certainly do. We'll just pour that in there. And crossbow. Get his attention. And hopefully he dies pretty quickly. He can't do anything, so it's kind of advantageous to us. Awesome. So there is a trick. We're going to be using... I don't know how we're going to build the wither yet. I haven't decided that, to be honest. So that's taking a minute to kind of process. It's okay, though. We'll come back for it. I don't know how long it's going to actually take to finish processing. Firstly, the primal mana. Apologies for the sound. Withers are very loud. But a secret is the skulls don't actually have to touch the sand. They just have to be in the block space. So, hey, there we go. Pure mana, which gives us the mana dust. And then we can just extract all that. And we have our excess mana. As we need it, we can kind of deal with it. So, let's kill this guy and get on with it. So with that taken care of, we need 3 wyvern cores. Actually, we need 2 more. I realize this now. Because of the draconium blocks. I forgot those also require. So we need 2 more of these guys. And we might as well teach the system how to make draconium blocks. That's not... I mean, it's just another little pattern. It's not a big deal. But it is going to be kind of necessary. So, Let's go ahead and do that. And let's see, like that. And Wyvern Core. Let's go ahead and make one of those. Let's go kill the Wither. Eat some chili. And he just kind of attacked himself. I don't know why. Okay. And one more. And I think this is the right number for the mob grinder. So once we have the mob grinder, we don't need to worry about ever killing another Wither by hand. It's also instantaneous, so that's really cool. So, Draconic block. There we go. Let's go ahead and put that into the system. So for the sword, we're going to need 2 Draconic blocks. So let's get another one. And that'll do its thing. Yeah, he's not very happy. He's kind of trapped. He knows he can't get out. Ow. But there we go. Wither's defeated. All done. So with that, we just need to grab all this. And let's see what we need. So we're gonna need 2 Wyvern Cores. Actually, we're gonna need 3 more Wyvern Cores. So let's make those. And we need more Draconium. So that is the issue. And that's the issue we're going to run into for a while. We are tripling it, so that's nice, but it's not necessarily enough. So we need 3 of these. We're going to need an etheric sword. So Division Sigil, we're going to need gold nuggets and diamonds. And I'd rather do it this way than the more risky way. So we're just going to do this here. And semi-stable nuggets make unstable ingots. There's the etheric sword. So we'll put that there. And we have everything but the energy core, which requires 7,000 destabilized redstone. So we need a Wyvern Core. Let's get a drum or a tank. What do we want to use? How much do these hold? They hold a good bit, so let's just get a hardened portable tank. Because I think that's going to be cheaper. And we just need a little bit of Invar. That'll take just a second to craft. So we're just going to get a bunch of redstone made and pretty much call it a day. So there's a hardened tank. Let's get redstone blocks. Let's get like half a stack of these. And fluid transposer, no. Magma crucible. We're gonna turn that off. Do this. And just fill this up with redstone. So we'll come back in a little bit to grab the rest of this, but that'll take just a little bit of time to process. And in the meantime, we should have everything else. We just need this sword. And so what we're gonna do is, let's see, how do I want to do this? I guess let's go ahead and we'll bucket it over or something. We'll replace this with a different one or something. We'll do something with this. So in the meantime, what I want to work on is let's go ahead and start working on this draconium infused obsidian. So we're going to need a little bit of this, and we need to get reinforced stone. Now, in order to get reinforced stone, we need some things. We need iron, what is it, scaffolding? We're going to need this iron scaffolding. And honestly, one recipe of that should be enough. So we need iron fences, which is iron item casings. So let's just get some iron plates. Oh, those are dense plates. Let's get some iron item casings. 1, 2, 3. And let's go ahead and tell it to make like 20 iron plates while we're waiting. And metal form, what is the process? Extrusion. So this makes 1 fence each, and we just need to grab these fences and make an iron scaffolding. So this is kind of weird, but is super required. So iron scaffolding. Okay, I literally just threw those fences in there. Why are you not? There we go. I don't know why that wasn't working, but there we go. Now we need, next thing is the CF sprayer, the construction foam sprayer. And this is pretty easy to make. We just need a container thing, empty cell, that's what they're called. And put that in here. Why is it not wanting to make these? So iron, 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 and a universal fluid cell, which is that with a glass pane. Okay, those aren't the same things, but there's the CF sprayer. Alright, it doesn't matter. That is weird. What's the recipe for this? I guess this is what you get when you empty out stuff. Makes sense. So we have the CF sprayer now, and we need to enrich. So the CF sprayer goes there, and then we need some CF foam, aka CF powder, aka construction foam. And what we do is we fill up the sprayer with it, and that will give us what we need. So let's go ahead and grab a little bit of this, and we just need some clay. Can I not do that? That is such a bummer. Just hit it with our wrench, because our shovel has silk touch, so we can't do that. So let's just make one at a time, because I don't know how much we're gonna need. Actually, this holds like 4, I think. So we'll just make 4. Or we'll make 3. That's fine. Doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter. We're only gonna be making a little bit of this stuff because we have the magic wand. And what we need to do is just set this stuff here. And I guess we'll do something like that. It's fine, whatever. So this is now full of construction foam. And what we do is we construction foam it. And this stuff will eventually harden. It takes a little bit of time, so we'll come back to it. That is completely full. Cool. So let's just grab this guy. We're going to bring him over here. And we're going to place him right here. I'm going to grab a bucket of destabilized redstone. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and Wyvern core. We'll make this a little bit better later. In fact, we'll make this automated, but we just pour all of that redstone onto it. It is a lot of redstone, but it'll get there. Anyways, how is this all doing? Is it... there's no way that I know to make this go faster. We are going to need, let's see, 5, 10, 16 of this stuff. And so we need a stack of reinforced obsidian. So we need a stack of reinforced stone. So we are going to need more of this stuff. In fact, a stack of it. But that's fine. So iron, let's go ahead and make like 30 more of those. And so we need 9 more fences. And yeah, all of this is not that hard to do. It's just, well, you'll see what's difficult about it. So there we go. This stuff takes literally forever to mine. I'm not even joking. This pick is very good. It takes forever. And the reason is it is nuclear blast resistant. It is really good stuff. It is literally concrete, and it's awesome. But it is super duper expensive. We need, oh right, we need one more. We needed 8. Okay, so now that has everything at once, we can flip this on and it'll put all that in there. And that's something we can kind of do, is just kind of collect redstone like that. We'll fill up a drum or something one of these days, and I'm gonna have one of these guys full of redstone basically, and that will help. So let's go ahead and put this ingot cast back. Don't need that right now. As well as we'll put the empty cells in here. So we should be able to make the mob grinder now. There is the sword. And we just need a draconium block. It'll take it a second, but there we go. And there's the mob grinder. So that is an achievement. We will be placing this right here. And it will kill the withers, and everything will be great. Now, the only thing left to do is to actually make the withers. And like I said, I don't know how we're going to do that yet. But to teleport them, we're going to use the dislocator receptacle and a charm of dislocation. Now, this stuff is kind of expensive as well. The dislocator receptacle is not. It is going to require 1 more of these, so we actually need a stack plus 1. So let's get more iron item casings. 1, 2, 3. And yeah, I will make the rest of this stuff off camera because it is going to be a pain. But I will kind of decide where and how I want to summon the wither. Like there is room right here. We could do it. Otherwise, we're going to make another area over here. But I think, here's the thing. We want to be close to our applied energistics network. And so, I really don't know. You know, I don't know that we're going to use the area over here. We could do it over here. We have channels. We have everything we could want. Like, we have plenty of channels. We're only going to need 1. So that we might do that. We might run another thing and make the wither spawning right here. Or I don't know. We'll figure something out. I will think of something, and we will kind of go from there. So I will tell you guys what. I have a little bit of planning to do. I have some concrete to smash. That's going to be fun. And I have some more iron scaffolding to make, plus construction foam and all that kind of stuff. So I have things to do, and honestly, we'll be able to come back in the next episode and pretty much just finish automating the wither, which is what I want to do. And then after that, really don't know what we'll need to do, but we'll figure something out. So I am going to get to work, and next time we're going to finish automating the wither completely, and then I don't know. We'll find something to do, I'm sure, but that'll probably take most of next episode anyways, so we can kind of go from there afterwards. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I am rambling. Apologies. I'm doing things. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!